Hi there, my name is Claire Pickett, and today I would like to discuss mental illness and the benefits of taking mental health medication. Mental illness has become more and more normalized as time has gone on, however, it is still highly stigmatized. Did you know that 77% of college students actually experience severe or moderate psychological distress? 30% of college students also tend to experience suicidal behaviors or even thoughts. This was all according to College Transitions. Medication is only one part of recovery when it comes to having a mental illness. Mental illness does require lots of patience and work. However, medication can make it a lot more bearable. Let's first discuss some of the most common mental illnesses and different types of feelings that may come with it. The upcoming illness I'd like to discuss is anxiety. It does take the number one spot as most common mental health disorders, and this was according to Access Community Health Network. A few most common indicators of anxiety can be sweating, insomnia, trouble in social environments, withdrawal from people, basically a constant fear and a constant worry. What can cause this mental disorder and other mental disorders can be genetics, can be trauma, PTSD, or even substance use can heighten some of these symptoms. Depression is also another one of the most common mental health illnesses that people struggle with. It is pretty stingy and it is a pretty slippery slope, but a few indicators of depression that you can use for yourself or others is oversleeping, undersleeping, withdrawal from other people, and it is honestly just the best way to describe it is a feeling of emptiness and loneliness, which can become extremely debilitating. Bipolar is also kind of similar in a way to depression, but it has to do with mania, so super big highs and super low lows. And this is a form of mood disorder. So people may have periods of time, days, weeks, or even months where they experience a high and then an extremely low low. But next, I would like to talk about some of the different benefits that can be associated with psychological medication. Stimulants are one medication that is very popular, and this is mostly used for ADD, ADHD, and it basically stimulates certain chemicals in your brain that allows your brain to be able to concentrate and get stuff done and feel more focused. So anyone that struggles with ADD or ADHD could possibly be a good candidate for this medication. SSRIs tend to be for people that deal with anxiety, depression, and OCD. I believe that these medications actually level out the chemicals in your brain to decrease feelings of depression, decrease feelings of anxiety, and to kind of try to neutralize some of those feelings. Calming / sedatives, these can also be for a plethora of different mental health disorders, but it is usually associated with anxiety and OCD because that's normally where your brain is kind of running real fast. So anyone that struggles with any of those disorders may also benefit from these. Different sedatives are also taken for sleep, so insomnia, which can be a symptom of tons of different mental health disorders. And lastly, I would like to touch base on a few risks that may occur when you take mental health medication and how to work with your medication to get the best results. Some medications do contain addictive properties, so that is always something to keep in mind. A lot of people may have an addictive personality, an addictive gene, and so this kind of can be a slippery slope as well. There are several specific and commonly used pills that can trigger these addictive behaviors. A few medications can also have reverse effects based on the way that chemicals in your brain work, based on certain disorders that you deal with. Sometimes the cons can outweigh the pros, and that is where some issues are created. And a few simple ways to make sure that you're getting the best out of your medication is attending therapy. This is crucial because your medication can't solve all of your problems. It's important to create positive habits and coping skills and to fulfill all of your basic human needs. As the world has evolved, it has become more and more acknowledged and recognized, mental health has. And it, like I said previously, it is very crucial and important to educate yourself and others on this topic. As new technology continues to arise, I do believe that so will the advancement of new medications, and our world will learn a lot more about them. That is all I have for you guys today, and thank you guys so much for listening.